Okay guys, so here is the view of inside the closet before, and you can see it has just been like packed full of stuff over the last year, and a lot of stuff we can't get to, and just needs rearranging and going through and things so we can find them and use them, and we got a lot more to put in here. So we have, this is now in my daughter's room, because this used to be our schoolroom, and so we just left it because they have a big closet that they share. I'm probably going to get rid of all of this stuff up here, just because we haven't touched it in a year, and it's old magazines and things like that, catalogs and stuff that we probably will not use anymore, or we haven't because they've been up there and we've kind of forgot about them. I do have this thing we nailed to the door, and it's packed full, and I just need to go through it. I'm sure that we're not going to keep all of that. And then we just hung some stuff up on the wall. Overall, it was very organized in the beginning, and now it's not so much. And then obviously we've got a lot more. I'm going to zoom out, and we've kind of been she's got all her toys in here, but we have been piling things that were in the schoolroom that's going to go in here. So we sorted our green bins out. I have some stuff I'm selling here, some extra binders, folders, that kind of thing. So what we're going to do now, and I can't film because it's just like a weird tight space, and there's just nowhere, you're not going to see anything but our backs. But we are going to take everything out of this closet. That's my plan. Probably not completely everything, because this bottom part goes back super, super far. Maybe 8 feet. It's a very deep space in there. And I do have some stuff that I know that I have that I'm not going to take out. So, I'm just not even going to fool with that. It's back there. I know it's back there, and that's all I need to know. And then, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that, because a lot of our stuff gets piled back in there, and it's hard to drag it all out to find like one thing. So I'm trying to figure that out. That's going to be my biggest thing. And then these shelves will be the main storage area for our school supplies, our paint, our things that we reach for frequently but not super frequently. That way we can just get to them a lot easier. Yes, the closet is now empty. Minus a couple of things that I just kind of left where they were at. In the very, very back, you can see I have another full box of paper. I accidentally purchased a larger box than I normally do. And that was because I thought we were out, and then I had bought a littler pack. So we have plenty of copy paper to last us a good while. So I just took, I took 3 out of the big box, and then I still had 2 left from the smaller box of like 3. And so I just took them out so they're easy for the next year, probably more. And then I just pushed that box way back there in the back. And then I have and then also on the bottom I have another box that is a USDA food and nutrition curriculum set for, I think, preschoolers through high school. And I plan on doing it. We just haven't done it, and I can't part with it because it's too good of stuff to part with. So I'm kind of hoarding it back there. And it is like organized and stuff. And I gave some of it away because it does come in like classroom sets. So, then, I still haven't went through this. I'll probably save it for last, or maybe here in a minute. And then I've got some extra stuff here that I'm going to go through. I've got a lot of stuff that we're selling. There's no light in here, but, I'm going to straighten up our notebooks. These are ones I bought, maybe 2 years ago. And I've got some loose leaf paper in there too. And that's why I didn't buy any this year, because I knew I still had plenty. And then I got some stuff that I bought from Target last year I haven't used. And then some extra like specialty paper. And I'm probably just going to see how everything fits in here and then move it around. So I'll show you like the mess I've made in Riley's room. This is everything that's come out of there that's kind of got to go back in. So I've went through and emptied out a lot of the stuff, went through it all, but we're going to condense it. I've got her bed covered with pretty much just empty containers and things that I might can use, and then a few, well, like our construction paper and stuff is there, and then plus all this that was already here. We've got a good bag of garbage going from that just came out of there, and that stuff I'm throwing away. So I'm gonna keep on going with it, and yeah, see how fast we can get all this going through. Okay, so I have all these little bins, and right now we're just going through the stuff we've recently purchased and putting them in the bins, like sorting them out. So the kids are opening all the glue sticks, and we're just putting them in here. I don't know if this is going to fit. We're going to try. We're going to see what it looks like when everything is done, because I found a couple of random ones. And we'll see how that goes. Okay, so here is a look at it now. We are, I think, going to stop for the day. I've got pretty much everything that was on there. I've got some empty containers. We've got some trash. I've still got some all about spelling stuff to go through. Lots of empty containers, my bags. And this is holiday stuff that needs to go in the attic. So, you can see my purple Post-its. That means I'm going to change or make a label. And there was actually labels for them all, but they've all except for these, because they are right. But I think that one got turned around somewhere. Anyway, I have got several more of these bins to go through in my schoolroom. And they have like file folder games and stuff like that, that I need to like refile and stuff. So I've got to go through those, and I have moved some of the other things out of my schoolroom that I've got to kind of go through before I put anything else in. So my plan is for the rest of these green bins that I have, I think I have 3 more, is to just kind of stack them here, because they do stack on each other. And so that's my plan. We are going to quit for the day, because, or I'll probably continue like later this evening going through stuff, but the kids have Bible school, and then I have a party at my sister-in-law's, like a jewelry party. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready for that, and kind of call it quits for the day, come back this evening and go through some of that stuff so we can get this knocked out tomorrow. Okay guys, so it's been a few days, and I finally got my labels done. So I'm just going to go through and kind of show you what's in each of these bins, and where I got my bins at and everything. So for first off, on the door, this is just like a pocket chart thing that you're supposed to get, like posters are supposed to go in. Anyway, I didn't have a use for it for that. So what I've done is we've actually had to nail it to the door, and we did this right when we moved in. And I just keep all my extra larger pieces that I'm not using right now in there. And then you'll see hanging on the wall, we have got a nail. Sorry, there's like no light in this closet, so just gotta do with what I can. And I just punch holes in my poster boards. And like here's our decimal street for Matthew C. And this is a big clear bag that's got some of my spring stuff in it and our Dr. Seuss stuff. So I just hang that on the wall, and I could do another one over here if I wanted to. This is my little magnet light that's like sticking up there on the thing. So, alright. So like I said, this goes way deep in there, about 8 foot. So back there behind that, I've got some older curriculum, and with some larger curriculum, I've got a box of their old projects, pictures, things like that. We've got a lot of empty storage containers and things like that I'm not using right now, all back there. And then in these 4 bins, these green bins are from IKEA, and they are like $1.50 each, and they stack. This is going to be dark right here because I'm going to squat down here. But they're very large, and we had them in our old house. If you watch my videos from like last year or so, you'll see them in that big cube area. I did not like how they stuck out, so I have brought most of them in here. So we've got our microscope. It's just in there. And then this one has a lot of our messy outdoor stuff, sidewalk chalk, bubble stuff, sand, those kinds of crafts. Reusable bags in that one, and then felt board stuff, extra felt, and then I'll show you how I have this one. I just have them like by file, the little stories. Whew, squatting down is like a workout for this pregnant mama. Okay, so the next shelf, I've got our large paper. We get this at our state homeschool conference. Really, really cheap. I can't remember the company, but they probably travel to other ones. So if you've been, you probably know who I'm talking about. And then just our other construction paper there. And that's just in one of those IKEA cardboard things from IKEA magazine racks. And I just got turned sideways. So then in these 2 large tubs, I've got our foam stickers, feathers, pom-poms, pops, cleaners, and popsicle sticks. And it was a chore to get all that in there because it was very, very full. We have a lot of foam stickers. I could probably get rid of some of them. But that's kind of one of my goals. We're just going to craft a lot and let the kids just do whatever with them. I want to use them in our preschool boxes too. So have more on that later. And then all of our acrylic paint is in that one. And then some large like 12 by 12 folders. I thought I just got them at like a Goodwill or something one day. I figured we'd use them for file folder or folder games or flat books because they can fold a lot. Oop. Okay, here on the next shelf, obviously you see all of our crayons that I just did in my Dollar General haul. And then in this one, we have got our paint, and some, like, there's a little paint back there, cornstarch, and our paint tray. And then in this one, it's all of our shapes and our smocks, and then this is our paintbrushes. So, I told you guys it's like dark in here. Once I kind of get in there, can't use my light to shine in there. Okay, so these next ones, it shouldn't be that bad. Let me turn this off. Okay, so these little ones, I did have another blue one. I don't know where my blue lid went. But they are just glitter. It's got all our glitter in it. This is pencils. You can see all of our pencils in there. This is glue dots, Velcro dots, hot glue gun, and staples. And I'll show you how I've got it. Let me pull it out here. Set it on my daughter's bed. Okay, so These are our Velcro dots. I'll just put them in this little thing. I've got some paper clips in there, bigger glue dots, these glue dots, whatever, all kinds of stuff like that. My hot glue gun is in my craft room. Okay, so this one's just wood shapes. It's got a bird feeder in there too that they can paint and use to craft. That's something that I want to get rid of. I was going to just give them away, but just let them do whatever they want to. This one has beads, noodles, strings. I dyed a bunch of beads a couple years ago, so they're in there. Not beads, noodles. I dyed a bunch of noodles and rice, so it's in there for them to play with in their crafts. And then this is all of our glue. And it's got all of our glue sticks in there. And you can see it doesn't close right now because it's way too full. But that will be fixed soon, empty soon. This one is our room decor. I can't reach up there way high. Just some random, my bulletin board stuff and some snowflakes and stuff. These are clear containers I've been wanting to use in here. I've got the lids back there to them. We haven't used them yet though. And then these are paper plates for crafts. And this one is markers, highlighters, and color pencils. So that is why I have not put any markers in the schoolroom yet. So I will need to do that before we start school next week. Up here, I've got, because down here, I showed you I got that big box of paper. So it's down there, and I went ahead and took 4 reams out just to have easy access to. We actually had 5, and I had to go get one because I didn't realize I was out of paper in there in my crafter area. This is notebooks, binders, empty binders, and these Target, little Target books that we haven't used yet, and some like specialty paper that I don't need in my crafts area. And that is it. That is our homeschool storage closet. And I know that not everybody can do this. I know I have a lot of stuff. So, you know, you can do the best you can. The labels that I made, if you'll look, they are these little pockets from Target. And then I just printed on cardstock out what each of them are. And when I do my homeschool tour in the homeschool room, you will see more of those labels, because when I was making them, I kind of went a little label crazy. So we got a lot of those. But yeah, that is it, guys. I hope you like this video. If you want to see anything else or want to know a little more of anything, just leave it in the comments below or send me a message. I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to click subscribe.